If all the nice things people say about you, and all the good wishes they're sending you to, could be gathered together in a birthday bouquet, you'd be proud as a peacock and happy always. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear loved one. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, we love you.
Happy birthday, we love you.
I'll mention this there too. On our first date, I went down by the Dow Chemical Company and I showed her the office where I'd worked at before I went into service, in the engineering department. So I pointed up at the window and I said, there's where I worked before I went into service. And somehow we started talking about religion. And that was the most unusual first date I've ever had with anyone, because we probably spent an hour just sitting there in the parking lot talking religion, and I never forgot that she felt just like I did about Christ. And I said, wow, this is wonderful. So that was our first date and our first understanding of each other's feeling towards God. It's wonderful. It's been a wonderful married life ever since. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dennis, Lois's son. One of my favorite memories of time spent with my mother dates back to the summer of 1988. I was living in Laramie, Wyoming, and Lois and John O. came out for a visit. We had plans to drive up to Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Parks. One problem, though: Yellowstone was in the midst of its largest wildfire in recorded history, a fire that ended up burning 1.2 million acres. We took the trip anyway, and it was spectacular. The first picture I am sharing is of Lois and me posing with the Teton Range behind us. Next is a picture of Lois and John O. with the Yellowstone Mountain Range in the background. The third picture shows Lois peacefully sitting beside a river in Yellowstone, while the last picture shows a scene that is far from peaceful as we watch the fire rage on the other side of a small lake. It was an amazing trip. Happy 90th birthday, Mom. I love you whole bunches.
Hi, this is Emily Menz, Lois's granddaughter. As a kid, I knew I was lucky to grow up in the same city with my grandparents. I loved spending time with them. Grandma always had wintergreen mints in her purse and chocolate ice cream syrup in her cupboard, even though Grandpa never ate it. Like the swirly straws we put in our drinks, she kept it just for us grandkids. As I've grown, I've been able to know Grandma in a deeper, truer way, and to see the beauty of her personality. My Grandma Lois has a passion for life. As she raised her troop of boys, she was never sitting on the sidelines. She was side by side with Grandpa, stalking the deer, turning the do-si-dos, rolling the strikes, dealing the cards, and pounding in the sold signs. The summer I was married, she came along to my in-laws for a boat ride on Pleasant Lake. She thought the tubing looked like so much fun, she asked for a turn. She didn't care that she didn't have a bathing suit. She figured if I could balance on the tube and stay dry, then so could she. And she did, of course. Now that I've moved back to mid-Michigan, I'm so happy that my kids get to see her more often and are continuing to build their own collection of memories of their great-grandma Lois.
Hi, this is Todd, Lois's oldest grandchild. When I was originally assigned the task of finding an awesome picture with a great memory with me and Grandma Lois, I'm like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to go through thousands and thousands of card games and the hundreds of great birthday parties, the out-of-control Schmidt Christmases, the ski trips, the cabin, the fishing trips. I'm like, this is going to be fun, but daunting. There's so many memories and so many pictures. Well, I soon realized, Grandma, we share a similar trait: avoiding cameras. Nearly 5 hours into my search for a great picture, I found two. I was ready to throw in the towel. I was near the bottom of the last box. There are not many pictures of you and I. So it came down to a coin toss, and this picture is awesome because it's about the time I started sitting at the card table and playing cards and learning how to play cards. So let's shuffle up and deal. I love you, Grandma. Happy 90th birthday, and many more.
This is Russ. This picture was taken in Colorado, and I enjoy it because it shows 4 generations. We had from Grandma Rika to Mom and Dad to our generation and Todd, all out in Colorado skiing. We made a lot of fun ski trips together. This picture was taken in Canada. For several years, Dad took the boys to Canada to go fishing. This particular year, Mom joined her 4 boys, so she really enjoyed that. But apparently she did not get the memo and did not have her final shirt on. This picture was taken in Sarasota, Florida, another fun vacation that we were on. My dad took this picture with a Polaroid camera. It was taken in 1968, which was a big year for our family. This was at Easter break. Shortly after that, Ron and Yvonne got married. Dennis graduated from high school in Arthur Hill, and Russ graduated from 8th grade at Peace Lutheran. When I completed my second CD, I dedicated it to my Grandma Rika, and I wanted a picture of her with a childlike face, just having fun. I went through about 2 boxes of pictures, and I found a few potential, but really couldn't find the picture I was looking for. And then all of a sudden I found this picture and said, that is the one. So this picture ended up being on the cover of my second CD that I dedicated to Grandma Rika.
Happy birthday, Grandma. This is Lee, and I hope you enjoy this picture as much as I do. It always will make me smile and happy because it's my latest memory that I have of us when we got to be in Florida for a week, laying by the pool and by the ocean in the sunshine, and felt like I got to spend a lot of time with you and with Ava and our family. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Love you.
Hi, Grandma. It's Travis. Happy birthday, and I love you. One thing that I'm just extremely thankful for when I look back at growing up in Saginaw is I got the opportunity to grow up really with a lot of family, and you were a big part of that because whenever you had the chance, you would be trying to get us together for a meal or to go on a trip or even to just get the cousins together. And as you can see from my pictures, Karen and Emily and I spent a lot of time growing up together. And I'm just really thankful for all of our cousins, and I'm just so blessed to know that I had the opportunity to really grow up close to our family, and you were a big part of that. So happy birthday, and I love you, and thank you.
Hi, this is Karen Gross, Grandma Lois's granddaughter. I have thousands of happy memories with Grandma Lois. I always loved how she and Grandpa John O came to all our school events, celebrated our birthdays with us, taught us how to play cards, sing songs, and have lots of fun together. My favorite memories, though, are when they take us to the cabin and camping in their pop-up trailer. What better ways for kids to spend their summer days than playing in the woods, swimming in the river, and eating roasted marshmallows under a blanket of stars. Thank you for all the happy days you shared with us, Grandma. Happy birthday. We love you.
Hi Grandma, it's Kari. The 2 pictures I chose are of you and Grandpa dancing at Brent and I's wedding. Well, I know the 2 of you have danced at more weddings than could ever be counted. These pictures are super special to me because they are exactly what I think about when I think of you. It's something I've never told you, but your guys' marriage is one that I looked up to my entire life, and I've always viewed it as the ultimate love story. Even when I was a little girl, I hoped to have a marriage like that. The way that you and Grandpa always showed each other love made a big impact on me, and it's something that I still think about all of the time. So thank you so much for always being an amazing example to all of us watching over the years. You truly are a really special woman. I love you so much, and happy birthday.
Hi Mom, it's Ron. Happy 90th birthday. One of the great things I've always loved about you is the fact that for my entire life you've been a prayer warrior. And that started right away, being 2 months premature After a few days, the doctors informed you and Dad that I would be dying soon and gave you a choice. Would you want me to die at the hospital or in your arms at home? Thankfully, you chose arms at home. With your help, Dad's help, Grandma Rika and Grandpa Chick, 24 hours a day, every hour or so, one of you would tap the bottom of my foot to try to wake me up, and if I drank a drop of milk or 2 drops of milk, that was a huge victory. The picture shows a little later with you looking out the window and Grandpa Chick and Cousin Jack and I seated, and you notice I'm kind of roly-poly, so it works. So thanks for saving my life, and thanks for getting me away from that incubator, because I only ended up with permanent damage in one eye instead of both eyes. So thanks my whole life for being a prayer warrior. Secondly, Mom, I want to thank you how much I love that you've instilled Christian values in my life. We were fortunate. You and I got to work together for 18 years as co-workers, 10 years at John Lois Schmidt Realty, and I'll never forget for info, call John O. And certainly will never forget We Make Souls Happen, or your fun, wild, and crazy office swim parties. A lot of great memories. And later on, about 15 years later, we got to work for 8 more years together at Life Touch Church Directories. Thanks for the caring way you worked with each family, and especially for the positive effect you had on each of your co-workers, including me. I love you, Mom. Happy 90th.
I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why, but you do. You never seem to want my romancing. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why, but I do.